Nicole Miller, and Gabrielle Macabad.
How you guys doing today? Ladies of the board, Superintendent, Board Director Jara. So my situation is that as we've been talking about compliance, since August 2nd, when I refused to sign an agreement between me and Daniel for my son's transfer because they botched up his transfer, ever since that day I've heard nothing else back. Keep in mind, we're still in a due process and the appeal factor. And if you look at that hierarchy you guys got, and it has the superintendent as the big boss. And then it has the trust, then it has the superintendent's second level. But also it says general compliance. Nowhere does it say director of compliance. It says general counsel's in charge of all legal proceedings, not director of compliance. So I called general counsel and asked them to reach out and to help me solve this situation. They said that they don't have no jurisdiction over this situation. But Bob Sweden, when he was my attorney, when Dan tried to hold us out in September, when I was trying to get to basic, general compliance was the one that forced Dan to make him move us. So, I hope, maybe. The factor is when Gerald Bustamante and Danny Bahara kind of corresponded this whole saga since September 29th when I tried to get out of the basic, everything that's going on, everything I'm talking about is our director of compliance and the principal of Madam School. So if those two people were openly able to break the law with no questions asked, not even a moral compass raised, there could be a problem. The fact that you guys are up here with this 2024 thing, my son's not going to be able to graduate in 24 because as it stands, he's 3 years back on his academics in high school since his freshman year, distance learning. That's why we had to go to due process. He's supposed to be put back to the 9th grade. But now instead of doing that, you guys have blown through 3 years of what he's supposed to be going back 1. So now we're gonna be having a 17-year-old, close to 18-year-old kid going back to the 9th grade. Because when I'm done with government report, he won't be going back to the 9th grade. There won't be no discussion about that. And that's the thing is when I'm done, if I have to exceed to go to government court to deal with this, our demeanors will be changing a lot. Because then I hold no respect for none of you people. If I have to go through that trouble to do your job for you. Because the bottom line is, if you read that hierarchy, everything I've said, all I have to do is put up that piece of paper on a bulletin board, show my videos from this meeting, and sit back and eat popcorn. I win my case without even trying. Have a good night, ladies.